Hari Om to all of you. For the next few weeks, we will be taking up this very important, very auspicious stotra. It is called as Aditya Hrudaya Stotra. Where is its origin? It comes in the Valmiki Ramayana. So, in the Valmiki Ramayana, in 𝐸𝐻𝐴, in the chapter 105, in many places we read it as 107th chapter. There may be some discrepancies and all that, but the text that I have with me, the Valmiki Ramayana that I have with me, the Gita Press Gorakhpur edition, it comes in the 105th chapter. So, Aditya Hrudaya Stotra comes in the Valmiki Ramayana. It comes in the 𝐸𝐻𝐴 and it is there in the 105th chapter. Before we go into the stotra, a little bit of introduction to this stotra. It has been given out by sage Agastya Mahamuni to Lord Sri Rama on the battlefield. Just before Rama kills Ravana. So, we have seen most of our very important, powerful stotras all have been given out to us in battlefields. For example, the Bhagavad Gita was given out by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in the battlefield, Kurukshetra, before the war started. The Vishnu Sahasranama was given out by Bhishma Pitamaha just before he leaves his mortal coil to Yudhishthira in the presence of Krishna. So, that is also battlefield only. And again over here we see the Aditya Hrudaya Stotra being given out by sage Agastya Mahamuni to Lord Rama, to Sri Rama in the battlefield. So, obviously it means more than an ordinary battlefield which we are all aware of, where actual battle takes place. If it was meant only for an actual battle sequence, then it would have lost its importance. But we see that these stotras are very powerful and are very beneficial and useful for all of us, because we can apply all of them to ourselves in our life's journey. And how is our life's journey? Our life's journey is a battle itself. There is constantly bad, there is constantly good outside of us. Good people are there, bad people are there, and we are stuck between the two. We do not know how to respond over there. So, externally also there is a battlefield. It can be outside in the office, it can be in our own areas, it can be in our own homes, and also internally. Within us, we have good thoughts, we have bad thoughts, the negative thoughts. Therefore, constantly there is a battle going on between the good in us and the bad in us, or the good and the evil in us. We do not know how to handle them. And therefore, the Bhagavad Gita comes in very handy and useful for us. The Vishnu Sahasranama comes in very useful for us, and the Aditya Hrudaya also comes in very useful for all of us. Therefore, they are general. They apply to all of us, because all of us are in a battlefield only. In Kurukshetra, we are all in. What is Kurukshetra? Kshetra means a place. Kuru means to do, a work field, workplace. That workplace can be our office where we are working, it can be in our own areas, it can be our own house, it can be in the kitchen. It's all a work. The satsang is a workplace for all of us. So, therefore, when there is a work field, Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre we see. So, therefore, in our own life's battle, whether it is external or whether it is internal, we need the guidance of the Lord, we need the guidance of our own Guru. So, all these stotras, small or big, they all come in very handy to all of us. So, Aditya Hrudayam also has been given out to Sri Rama by sage Agastya, as I already mentioned, in the Yuddha Kanda, in the section over there called Yuddha Kanda, which is dealing only with the battle over there. So the battle over there, we are not going into the details of the battle, neither we are going through the detail of the entire Ramayana. We will come straight to Yuddha Kanda. And also before that, what are all the benefits of Aditya Hrudaya? Just like we have the benefits, innumerable benefits of chanting the Bhagavad Gita or the Vishnu Sahasranama or the Lalita Sahasranama or any of our stotras, big or small, similarly Aditya Hrudaya also has got immense benefit, physically, mentally and intellectually. Aditya means the sun, Lord's sun. He is the one who gives to us health. He is the one who nourishes us with his heat and light. If the sun is not there, none of us can survive. So he, with his heat and light, nourishes us and nurtures us. So the health aspect comes over there. Not just our physical health, even our mental health also. So lot of benefits are there. If we chant Aditya Hrudayam, what are all the benefits? Maybe we will take up the benefits at the end. But innumerable benefits are there. Therefore, there is a tradition to chant the Aditya Hrudaya every day. If it's not possible every day, at least on Sunday, because Ravivara, Bhanuvara, that day which has been dedicated to Lord's Sun. So we chant it on that. Some chant it 3 times a day when the sun is there. At least once we can chant it. There are 31 shlokas in the Aditya Hrudaya. Now the scenario over there, we know that there were 2 armies. One was Rama. Rama is there, Lakshmana is there, and the entire Vanara army is there who are supporting them, headed by Sugriva. Then Jambavan is there, Hanumanji is there, etc., etc. Angada is there. So we have a huge army on one side, and on the other side we have Ravana's army over there. Of course, Kumbhakarna is there, Indrajit is there, etc. All the Rakshasas are there. Great warriors on that side also. So therefore they are fighting with each other. What do they stand for? Rama and his team stands for good, stands for dharma. Ravana and his team stands for adharma. So basically it's a war between dharma and adharma. So it's not just a war which we are reading in the Valmiki Ramayana, which happened long ago. It's a war which is going on eternally outside of us and inside of us, between the good and the bad. And we are told again that this Rama Ravana Yuddha was awesome, in quotes, because no war can be awesome that way. The way they fought with each other. This is a very beautiful shloka also. They say an ocean can be compared only to an ocean. Ocean is huge, vast it is. We say shoreless, depthless. So what can be compared to an ocean? Ocean can be compared only to an ocean. Similarly, space can be compared only to space, because we do not know where it starts, where is the middle of space, Akasha, and where is its end. It's vast, all pervading it is. So an ocean can be compared only to an ocean, space can be compared only to space, and Rama Ravana Yuddha can be compared only to Rama Ravana Yuddha. Why can't we compare it to the Kurukshetra war which comes in the Mahabharata? No. It's very unique over here. Because there the enemies were Duryodhana Ityadi. Here who is the enemy? He is also a great warrior. 10 heads, 20 hands, a great devotee of Shiva. Lots of power he has got. He's got lots of astras and shastras. No, it's not at all easy for anybody to vanquish him. So we can't compare the Kauravas with Ravana. Single-handed, he can finish off anybody. He wages a war. All 3 worlds he goes and wages a war. He is the one who lifted Kailasa. That's when the Shiva Tandava Stotra he gave out. So if we read in the Uttarakanda section of Valmiki Ramayana itself, the glories of Ravana have been given out. Who gives it out to Rama? By then Rama is already the king of Ayodhya, Raja Rama. Again Agastya Mahamuni comes. and tells him about the glories of Ravana himself. It's not at all easy for anybody to vanquish him so easily. But Bhagavan was there on the other side. How was Bhagavan come? He has not come in his Purna avatar. He has come as a Manava avatar, Manushya avatar. So Manushya has got his own limitations. But still, he surpasses everything. So therefore, this Rama Ravana Yuddha becomes very, very unique over there. And if we read the Yuddha Kanda also, we will see how they fire missile after missile against each other. The way they fought with each other, Rama and Ravana, both of them. So we are told over there that Rama says over there, it comes in the Valmiki Rama. He says, I will show Ravana my Ramatvam. I will show, Rama says, Rama will show his Ramatvam to him. Means he is going to be deadly, he is going to be very fierce. And he defeats him also and sends him back. He says, come back tomorrow, fresh, prepared for war. Ravana goes back. Next day he comes back. All the gods are worried now, because the way Ravana was fighting so fiercely with Rama, and Ravana had a beautiful mighty chariot. So he was standing in the chariot and then discharging all his deadly weapons. Rama was standing on the ground. He doesn't even have a kavacha, no armor, nothing. All that he has is his bow and arrows and his quiver of arrows, which themselves were deadly. So he was standing on the ground. All the devatas get worried. So then Indra decides to send his chariot to Rama. So a divine heavenly chariot comes down with its charioteer for Rama to occupy. So now both of them are in chariots. Again, that shloka is there in the Valmiki Ramayana. Both of them now have become, are seated in their own divine respective chariots. And then the war that happens, the battle that takes place between the two of them, the word used here is Adbhuta. Wonder of wonders it means. We normally don't use it for a war, because we know war means so much of loss, pain, sorrow, killing. But an Adbhuta Yuddha between Rama and Ravana, who are seated in their chariot, who are standing in their chariots. Then they fight. Again there is a description over there. Then then when they are fighting like this, Rama feels very, very exhausted, because this Ravana has got 10 heads. One head removed, one more comes in its place. Another head removed, another one comes in its place. It becomes very difficult for even Rama to kill Ravana. He is exhausted at that time. When he is exhausted and doesn't know what to do with this Ravana in front of him, then at that point of time, Agastya Mahamuni comes. It's always the guru who comes to the student. Here in this case, Agastya Mahamuni becomes the guru and Rama becomes the Shishya, student, because he is giving out the stotra, Aditya Hrudaya, the stotra or the hymn, Surya Bhagavan, Surya Narayana to Rama. So we can't go searching for a guru. There are lots of messages in between over here. The guru comes at the right time, at the right place, in the right situation. The guru comes to the student. We are not talking about literally walking. Somehow the guru and the shishya will come face to face with each other at the right time. So Agastya Mahamuni, nobody prompted him. Rama did not ask for him to come and bless him with this stotra. The gods did not send Agastya Mahamuni. Agastya Mahamuni himself comes. And then what does he do? He reveals this beautiful stotra called Aditya Hrudayam. That stotra that has been dedicated to Lord Surya Narayana. Hrudaya means heart. Aditya Hrudaya. It means it's the core. This entire stotra is the core of Lord Surya Narayana. So much we come to what shall I say? Bhagavan Surya Narayana, his description, his characteristics, his glories are all there in this stotra. So it's like his own heart is there in it. The very core of what the sun stands for, what Surya Narayana or Surya Bhagavan stands for, is there in this stotra. And therefore it is called as Aditya Hrudaya. 31 shlokas are there. Like I said, it comes in the 105th chapter of the Yuddha Kanda of that section. And then Agastya Mahamuni tells Rama, 3 times now you repeat this. And repeat this and invoke Lord Surya Narayana. We have to remember that Rama and the entire descent, they were all from the 𝐾𝐲𝐽 dynasty. They belong to the solar dynasty, Surya Vamsha. So they belong to the solar dynasty, means Lord Sun indicated over there. They were worshipping Lord Sun. So therefore he says, you invoke Lord Sun, Surya Bhagavan, by chanting whatever stotra I have revealed to you 3 times. And then sure you will be able to destroy and kill your enemy. So all that which is indicated to us is when we want to destroy the enemy in front of us. Not literally, we are not talking about a war over there. It's more internal. All the Rakshasas and the enemies, the bad in us, the negativity in us, the evil in us, it's all sitting there within us in the form of Rakshasas. They all have to be destroyed and killed. It's not at all easy for us to throw out our negativities, our bad habits, the evil that we have, the desire, the lustiness, the jealousy, the greed, all are Rakshasas, the ego in us. It's very, very difficult. Therefore, we need the grace of the Lord. Surya Narayana. What does he stand for? He stands for knowledge. He stands for spiritual knowledge over there. Not that Rama did not have. It's that extra that we need. A little more we need. Why? The enemies are very, very powerful. So therefore, after having chanted the Aditya Hrudaya Stotra 3 times, as advised by Agastya Mahamuni, he is easily able to kill Ravana. And how does Bhagavan kill Ravana? He uses the astra, the weapon that has been given to him by sage Agastya Mahamuni. So what a coincidence over there. The Rishi. How did sage Agastya have this Brahmastra? It's called as Brahmastra Astra, given to Agastya Mahamuni by Brahma himself. Therefore it is Brahmastra. In today's terms we can say nuclear weapon. The most deadliest of weapons. Normally they will not use it till there is no other way out. Only then the Brahmastra will be used. So Bhagavan had not used it till now. Then he uses it. He uses this Brahmastra which had been given to him by Agastya Mahamuni himself. So the Aditya Hrudaya Stotra also is given out or revealed to Rama by Agastya Mahamuni. And the astra that he uses, the Brahmastra that he uses to kill Ravana also was given to him by Agastya Mahamuni. When they started their Vanavasa, they met sage Agastya. At that point of time he had given to him. So it was there to be used at the right time. And how was it? It was a deadly weapon. It's an astra. Arrow, let us say an arrow. Arrow will have a head and it will have a tail. Feathery tail like. It's like a plane. The tail plays a very important role in its movement through the air. So we are told over there, Vayu Bhagavan himself, the wind god, himself presided over the feathers. So we can imagine the speed of that astra when Rama left it. Lightning speed it must have gone. And the entire astra, if we conceive it in the form of an arrow, the shaft was made up of all the Pancha Mahabhutas, starting from earth to ethers, to Akasha, we are told. And the head of the arrow, if we conceive it as an arrow, the head of it was presided by both Surya Bhagavan and Agni Bhagavan. We can imagine. Both of them are very, very hot, very, very fierce. If both of them come together, How fearful this astra must have been. And what was its weight? Its weight was presided by, we are told, both the Mandara mountain and the Meru mountain. Both of them are heavy by themselves. If we add up the weight of both of them, how heavy it should be. How much of extensive damage it can do. Because the momentum will be very, very large. Velocity is also high because Vayu Bhagavan will help it to move through the air, in space. And the weight also is very, very heavy. So the destruction that this astra can do is phenomenal. Rama uses this Brahmastra and then finally kills Ravana. So this is the background of this entire Aditya Hrudaya Stotra. Now before we again enter into the Aditya Hrudaya Stotra, because it's an invocation to Bhagavan, to Surya Bhagavan. So we need to know something about Surya Bhagavan also. Lord Sun. Every day in the morning we see the sun rising, then we see the sun moving, we say sun is moving in the sky. He rises in the east, Purva, and then slowly he moves. In the afternoon he is right on top. Madhyana, afternoon we say. And then slowly he goes to the other side and he sets in the west, in the Paschima. Who is this Bhagavan Surya? The Lord Sun, and in physics we are told it's one huge ball of fire. It's a fireball which is moving around. For us it is a fireball. It's got tremendous light and it's got tremendous heat. And the sun doesn't need any light to illuminate. Why? He is self-luminous. He is self-effulgent. In fact, in his light only we see everything. And one sun is enough for the entire world. Whereas in a room, if it's a big room, we need many, many lights. If we switch on one bulb over here, only this area will be illumined. The other area will still be dark. So we need 2 or 3 depending on the area, how big or how small the room is. Here is a vast world. Do we need more than one sun? No, one sun is enough for us. That one sun's light itself is too much for us. You can imagine the heat and the light over there. Who gave to him? Though we say he is self-effulgent, self-luminous, our Upanishads tells us Bhagavan, the Nirguna Brahman himself functions through this, let's say, matter and gives to it its heat and light. So without Paramatma behind the sun also can't give to us its heat and light. Even in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita it comes. Bhagavan says, I am the luminosity in the Lord Sun. I am the heat in the Lord Sun. So if we remove the Paramatma Tattva or the Brahman, Parabrahma Tattva from sun, then no heat, no light. So Bhagavan is the one who lends to it its heat and its light, which it gives to us. So therefore, a little bit about this Bhagavan Surya. It comes very beautifully in the Bhagavad. I'm sure many of you would have read the Bhagavad Puran. Amongst the 18 Puranas, we know one of them, very important one is the Bhagavad Puran. In the Bhagavad Puran, 12th section, 12th canto, 10th one is all about Krishna, we know that. We are very familiar with it also. The last one, Bhagavad Puran has got 12 sections. In the 12th section, in chapter 11, there is a very beautiful description of the cosmic form of the Lord. Bhagavad Puran is dealing with Narayana or Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu, Bhagavan Narayana. So there in that 11th chapter of the 12th canto of Bhagavad Puran, we have a very beautiful description of the cosmic form of the Lord as well as the very beautiful description of Surya Narayana. So there very beautifully it's indicated over there. Who is the sun that we are seeing every day? Who without his heat and light none of us can survive. No life can survive. So who is this sun? Who is this Bhaskara? Or who is this Ravi? Who creates the day and the night for all of us? gives to us light, gives to us heat. Hari himself, we are told. So Sri Hari himself is in the sun's form. Hari himself has become the Atman of the sun. Means remove Hari, remove Narayana from the sun exists not. So the very fact that the sun is there is Sri Hari himself in the form of the sun. That's why we worship him as Surya Narayana or Surya Bhagavan. We say Surya Narayana. He is the cause for all the worlds. Because if he doesn't rise, none of us will rise. And if he is not there, no light, no heat, how can any of the worlds function without heat and light? Therefore he becomes, as it were, the cause of all the worlds. He himself is the cause of all knowledge, because we always in our tradition liken knowledge to light. We say the light of knowledge, because where light is, darkness cannot be, and where darkness is, we can't transact. It's dark, I can't do anything. We say, I can't do anything, I can't read anything, I can't see anything. So activity becomes very difficult or almost impossible in the dark. Therefore what do? We bring light. When light comes in, then we are able to do whatever we are doing. Life's transactions become possible when light is there. Darkness is always identified with ignorance, avidya. When ignorance is there, we can't do anything. We need knowledge, or everything needs knowledge. So when I am ignorant, I can't do anything. I do not know, therefore I cannot act in this particular area. What do we need? We need knowledge. So when I have the knowledge of making some recipe, then I can make it. Now I am not in the dark. Earlier I did not know. Now that light of knowledge has come to me. I know how to make this particular recipe. Therefore I can go and perform that activity of cooking, whatever it is. So knowledge is always likened to light, light of knowledge. And where is our knowledge? It's all embedded in our scriptures. And all our knowledge is nothing but Vedas. Therefore he is Veda, Veda Narayana. So the sun himself is nothing but the Vedas themselves. Who glorifies him? All the sages glorify him, the rishis glorify him, the devatas glorify him. The Vedas called the Sama Veda, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, they all glorify him. The Gandharvas sing, the Apsaras dance. So therefore in this particular 12th section of Bhagavad Puran, in the 11th chapter, we are told Hari himself or Narayana or Vishnu himself has become Surya Bhagavan. Surya Narayana is become. Now Sri Hari has got 9 different aspects. He functions or exists in 9 different aspects. I have taken it out from the Bhagavad. What are they? Kala. Kala means time. Now we are all here for 1 hour. That's the time duration. And how easily we spend that time. We don't even know the value of time. The Bhagavad Purana tells us Sri Hari himself is time. Therefore we should use time properly. Why? Bhagavan himself is coming to us in the form of time. So he is Kala, time. He is Desha, space. All of space is he himself. Therefore all space is divine. So he is Kala, he is Desha, he is activity itself, Kriya, Karma. In the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, I am Karma, he says. We think what karma means, the little activity that I do. How can that be Bhagavan? We are all doing our activity with ego and egocentric desires. Therefore, less of Bhagavan there, less of divinity over there. But when our rishis are doing, our saints and prophets and Jivan Muktas, when they are functioning, who is functioning? Paramatma is functioning over there. So the activity itself is Narayana there. Narayana himself in the activity form. Not that they are doing. The activity itself is Narayana. It's so beautiful. It's a different level altogether. Whatever activity, karma they are doing, that karma is nothing but Narayana himself in that form. In Devi, vritti rupena samstita. Vritti means work. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vritti Rupena. She is the one who is seated in all of us in the form of the work that we do. So every work that we do is nothing but Bhagavan himself or Devi herself. So Kala is, Desha is, activity is, Kriya is, Karma is, and Karta, the doer also is he. We all say, I am the one who did, I am the one who did it. No, we are not the ones who did it. He himself does everything. So Karta means doer is he. Okay, he may be the doer, but he is using me. I am the instrument. No, Karana means instrument. The instrument also is he. See how beautifully finally it comes to I exist not. Then who exists? Bhagavan himself exists. Everything he is. Space he is. The space in which we are sitting in is he. That's why all our masters, when they take the scriptures, they are sitting on Vyasapita. They prostrate onto the very seat that they are sitting on. They prostrate to the entire space where they are. Why? Narayana in another form is space. Narayana in another form is time. Narayana in another form is activity. Narayana in another form is a doer. Narayana in another form is the Karana, instruments. So we can't say he used my body but I am the body. No. Body also is he, mind also is he, intellect is he. And when we have done our duties and responsibilities, that duty also is he. The material dravyas that we use for anything. When we go to cook whatever we want to cook in the evening, we need all the samagriya for that. The dravyas, the material that we need. The rice, the raw rice, the dal, the spices, the vegetables. He says, Dravya also I am. Up to knowledge, everything is he. And finally, when we have finished off the karma, the pala that comes to us, the karma pala, that also is he only. It's an echo of the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So all are who? All are nothing but Sri Hari only. So ultimately, only he. Do I exist according to the scriptures? We don't exist at all. Then who exists? He alone exists. Everything has become he. So when all of them is he, Kala, Desha, Kriya, Karta, Karana, duty, Kartavya, Dravya, Pala, of all of them, when Bhagavan takes the form of Kala, we see him as Surya Bhagavan. So beautifully it's given over there. So as Kala, he runs his course. Why he should run his course? Because the worlds have to be maintained. For the sake of the worlds, Bhagavan runs the course. And how? In what form does he run the course? In the form of Kala, in the form of time. That is why we say Kalaya Tasmai Namaha. Which Kala are we talking about? It can be a small interval. 1/10 of a second is also Kala. 1 second, every second comes to us. We can use it well, we may not use it well. But it is Bhagavan coming to us in the form of the time. Therefore, we should use it properly. Then we are fulfilled. So, small fraction of a second, up to millions and yugas. That's a long interval of time. Bhagavan says everything he is. He, as Kala, runs his course through what? Through 12 months, Samvatsara. Then we multiply the Samvatsara. 1 year, 2 years, it repeats itself. In nature, everything is very cyclic and they keep repeating. So therefore, 12 months, starting from which month? Chaitra. That is why our new year comes in Chaitra. Our new year doesn't start in January, when it's very, very cold. Nature is all sleeping. No creativity over there at all. In the cold season, nothing is creative. We don't celebrate our new year at that time. Our Nava Varsha, it starts from springtime. When the winter is over and there is enough warmth, and we can see outside also. Lots of greenery, lots of color, flowers, fruits, everything comes into being. We call it as Vasanta Rutu, spring season. So Chaitra Masa, it starts. Therefore, starting from which month? Starting from Chaitra month onwards. he moves. So he moves through all the 12 months. And when he is moving through all the 12 months, or we can say he is moving through the 12 zodiac signs also. We all have Rashis, 12 Rashis are there. We all belong to one Rashi, one Nakshatra, ityadi, ityadi, ityadi. So when he completes one year, Samvatsara, 12 months, he completes moving through all the Rashis also. So Rashis, we can say 12 Rashis or 12 months. How does he move? He moves with 12 different batches of attendants are there, and they are all in pairs. So if 12 means, pair means 6 pairs. So 6 pairs, different. It's like every month we have a new attendant looking after us in our home. Somebody who comes and cleans out, maybe, I'm just giving an example made. Every month we change the number of people who are working, or every month we change the driver of the car. We can't afford to do it. Bhagavan can afford to do it. So he runs his 12 months course as Kala, as time, from the Chaitra month onwards, and in every month he changes the attendants who are with him. 12 different batches. Names are also given in Bhagavad Puran. In this particular chapter it is given. Therefore 12 different batches. For each month one batch. So when we say over there 12 different batches, who are they? We should know. So names are given. I am not going into the names and all that. In each month, how many groups are there? There is in pairs, one pair of sages. So one pair of sages means 2 sages will be there with him. 2 Gandharvas will be there. 2 Apsaras will be there. 2 Nagas will be there. 2 Yakshas will be there. 2 Rakshasas will be there. And of course sun will be there. He also has a different name. Every month he changes his name. Who? Surya Narayan. Names are also given. So and all of them, sages, sage, Gandharva, Apsara, Naga, Yaksha, Rakshasa, 6 of them in pairs. So 6 into 2 is 12. 12 attendants. Plus of course he is the boss over there. So that's how he goes about. And what are these attendants doing so beautifully? The sages glorify him. So sun is not alone in its path. When we see the sun moving in the sky, we think he is alone. That's what our eyes see. But over here it's such a beautiful description. He is moving with his attendants. 12 of them, every month he changes them. So what are the sages doing? The 2 sages over there, they are glorifying him and invoking him through all the verses that are there in the Samaveda, in the Rig Veda and the Yajur Veda. That's what the sages are doing. What are the Gandharvas doing? The Gandharvas will do what they know, singing. So celestial music is going on. Nothing enters our ear. All that we know is the car going outside, its noise. Somebody is maybe talking over there. All the gross sounds on our ears can hear. But these are all subtle sound, divine, celestial sounds. So celestial chanting is going on by the sages. Celestial music is going on by the Gandharvas. Celestial dance is going on by the 2 Apsaras. So the Apsaras, all in pairs. Apsaras are dancing, Gandharvas are singing, the sages are glorifying. That's why we have all these sevas even in temples. When we do the upachara, after the pujas are all over, Samaveda, Parayana will be there, then some mantras from the Rig Veda, some mantras from the Yajur Veda, then somebody will chant from the scriptures, somebody will chant, then chant from maybe the Puranas also. Then somebody, Sangeeta Seva will be there, somebody will sing, somebody will do a small little nritya. These are all upacharas for Bhagavan. So therefore, music, dance and chanting is there. What do the Nagas do over there? What do the Yakshas do? The Yakshas prepare the chariot. He's got a divine chariot. Like his chariot, no chariot. Very divine, very auspicious, very beautiful. Who prepares the chariot? The Yakshas are supposed to prepare the chariot. And the Nagas keep the various chariot paths together, we are told. So the Yakshas prepare the chariot, the Nagas keep the chariot paths together and keep it moving. And what do the Rakshasas do? 2 over there. In the 6 into 2, I said 12. One pair is Rakshasas. What is their place over there? They push the chariot from behind. It's a very beautiful scene even to visualize over. So the Rakshasas, because they are very mighty and very strong, they are pushing the chariot from behind, we are told. And 60,000 Brahmana sages, pure, very pure, sattvic people. What are they? They are called as Valakilyas. Valakilyas, that's the term used over there. What are they doing? They are in front of the chariot and they are walking ahead, facing the sun. The sun is seated in the chariot. He's got a charioteer, Aruna, and the chariot is moving. These Brahmanas, 60,000 of them, are in front of the chariot and facing the sun. So how should they move? They should move backward. We have that also in our temples. When the Ratha is going on, chariot is being taken, Bhagavan's procession is going on, we don't turn our back. We move backward, but we face the Lord. So all of them are facing Bhagavan's sun, chanting mantras and moving backward. Who is this? Lord himself. Who? Narayana himself. And he takes up 12 different forms. This is a very beautiful description of Bhagavan Surya Narayana given in the Bhagavad Puran. And in what sort of a chariot is he in? He is in a chariot which has got only one wheel. Strange it is. Normally at least we need minimum 2 wheels for balance. Some say he is moving in a chariot with 12 wheels. Different interpretations are there. But in most of them, we are told he is moving in a chariot which has got one wheel. What is that one wheel? Wheel of time. We don't have 2 wheels of time or 3 wheels of time. Time is flowing, right? From future it comes to present and goes up to the past. But it's all one. And everything is cyclic. Everything comes and goes, years come and go, days come and go, weeks come and go, months come and go, seasons come and go. So therefore it's cyclic. Therefore one wheel. So he is seated in a chariot which has got one wheel, and that one wheel has got 12 spokes, each of them representing again the 12 months of a samvatsara or the 12 zodiac sign. In every year there are 6 seasons. These 6 seasons are the sections of the rim of the wheel. 3 Chaturmasya periods are there. 3. Chaturmasya means 4 months. So 4 into 3 is 12. So 4 months together, we have 3 Chaturmasya period. They are all its 3 sectional hubs of the chariot. Who is the charioteer? Aruna Bhagavan. Aruna represents dawn for us. Just before the sun peeps out through the eastern horizon, we have Aruna, means dawn, we say. So Aruna is his charioteer. Who is Aruna? The brother of Garuda. He is equally powerful. He is the charioteer. And we are told the chariot is yoked. It has to be, because the chariot has to move. So it's yoked to horses. How many horses are there? To Surya Bhagavan's chariot, 7 horses are there. All the 7 horses move together. What do these 7 horses represent for us? The 7 horses represent the 7 days of the week, or this represent the 7 colors. Each horse is not different colored. Because in physics we study, every color has got its own frequency and it's got its own wavelength, but all the colors travel with the same velocity in physics. Light, when we are talking about white light, when we split it into its 7 colors, we see all the different colors. They've got their own frequency and their own wavelength, but the velocity speed with which all the 7 colors travel is the same. So the 7 horses represent the 7 colors. Each of them indicate one color. They are not different colored. Each of them indicate a color. All the 7 horses must go with the same speed. If one goes fast and one goes slow, chariot can't move properly. See, what we study in physics is already there in our Puranas, in our Shastras. All the 7 of them must move with the same speed. All the 7 days have the same number of hours, the same speed. Sunday, the number of hours or the minutes don't go faster on Sunday and slower on a Saturday, nothing like that. So the same velocity or the same speed, the 7 horses. But the horses must have some color, green there. If we take the 7 colors, 𝐸𝐵𝐺𝑟, violet to red, the middle color is green. Green therefore represents balance. When the chariot is moving, balance has to be there. And therefore the color of the 7 horses is green. Green represents equilibrium. Green represents balance. Green represents stability. So we are told all the horses, they are not different color, violet, blue, red, orange, they are all green in color. And also, when we look at anything from far, it will appear greenish to us. Anything. It can be a brown mountain, but from far it will have the greenish look. Anything which is far away, beyond our vision, the capacity with which we can see, either it look the bluish, greenish. Very far away is the sun. So therefore they depicted the horses also as green in color. Again, green represents plentifulness, prosperity for us, plenty, abundance for us. And how are the horses moving? They are all moving so beautifully. Rhythmically they are moving. So we have this meter in poetry. Prose is different. In prose we write sentences. But in poetry it's all meter. Vishnu Sahasrama is in 1 meter. Bhagavad Gita is in a meter. Anushtup Chanda is, we are very famous. It's famous for that. Well-known meter it is. Gayatri. Some different meters in which words can be written in poetry. There are 7 meters. Each one of those horses are called by the names of these meters. Means so beautifully, just as when we say a poetry, it's so beautiful. Yes, they're all trotting, the horses, they're all going with the same speed, but how beautifully they must be going. Literally dancing. Like when we say a poem, somebody will feel like dancing over there. Poetry is different from prose. So all the 7 horses have very beautiful names, and those names indicate the poetic meters. Our traditional poetic meters over there. Chandas. So this is a very beautiful picture of Lord Sun. So we all see the sun every day. But what does the sun indicate to us? What is it that it is communicating to us? The significance behind it, the suggestiveness behind it is so vast, it is so deep, it is so profound it is. It's not just a ball of fire that we are worshipping. That is why Surya Upasana is so important. Surya Namaskara is so important. We are told Surya Namaskara was started by Hanumanji himself. Why? Hanumanji was taught by none other than Surya Bhagavan himself. Surya Bhagavan became Hanumanji's guru. So he is the one who started. And we know the immense benefits of doing Surya Upasana and also doing Surya Namaskara. Even physically also. For our own well-being, for our own physical fitness, for our own health, physical health, along with mental health, intellectual health, brilliance, Gayatri. We chant it only when the sun is there. What are we invoking over there? We are invoking the light of knowledge, which the sun represents for us. It's not just that we are saying Gayatri for the sun. Sun stands for the light of all spirit. Sun stands for the light of spiritual knowledge. Adhyatma Vidya it stands for. That light we want in our lives. Only then we can get out of this realm of samsara. we can get out of this bondage that we all feel we are in. Not we feel we are in. And therefore Surya Upasana becomes very, very important. So Surya Bhagavan becomes for us like an idol. We can't bring that idol over there and keep it over here in our room. But suppose, just like we have the idols in our puja room, or the photos which we have in our puja room, or the kalasha wherein we are invoking God, or in the temple Vigraha is there, Murti is there, where we invoke the Lord. It's easy for us to invoke the Lord in sun because we can see the sun. Our mind needs something in front of it. When we open our eyes, we want to see something in front of us. Nirguna Upasana is very difficult for us. Nameless, formless, attributeless, all-pervading Paramatma. How to meditate? Mind wants a form. Mind wants a name. Form which is associated with the name and then associated with some characteristics. Sun has got everything. And is not infinite like our Vigrahas at home or the picture that we have, or even the way deity Vigraha in the temple. It's huge. Compared to this, it's infinite. So name is there, form is there, characteristics are there, activities are there. Therefore, direct Surya Narayana represents for us directly Brahman for us. So we can invoke the Lord, Paramatma, Parabrahma in the sun. Sun can be kept as an idol. And in the sun, we invoke Brahman, we invoke Paramatma. Therefore, Surya Upasana becomes very, very important. And when we go outside there, we are exposed to the light, we are exposed to the heat. Again, health benefits for all of us because directly we are directly under the sun's rays. So therefore, the importance of Surya Upasana. So, a stotra which is completely dedicated to Lord Sun is what sage Agastya revealed to or gave out to Sri Rama and said, invoke him. I know you have all the powers, you have all the astras and shastras. Who gave to him? Vishwamitra gave it to him. We can't go into the Ramayana now. Vishwakamitra. Mitra means friend, Vishwa means world. Surya Bhagavan is also Vishwamitra only. Isn't he the friend of all of us? Whether we are good or bad. Impartially, he illuminates the whole world for us. To do our good things also, we need light, he gives to us. And supposing we are doing the wrong things also, he is impartial. He is Vishwakamitra. So Bhagavan Rama had all the astra, shastra. In the Ramayana it comes. Vishwamitra was the master of all weapons, astras and shastras. He had everything with him. And he gave it all out to Rama. Rama in turn gave it to him, to Lakshmana. Why? He knows all of them will have to be used at one point of time. He could have easily protected his own yajna. He didn't need Rama and Lakshmana. His own yajna, when the Rakshasas were coming and spoiling it and disturbing it, Vishwamitra did not need Rama and Lakshmana. But these are all again a drama played out over there, so that he can hand over everything to them. So Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana. Dasharatha doesn't know. He says, I won't send them. Vasishtha knows. He says, no, send them. You think Vishwamitra cannot protect his own yajna? He can. There must be a reason, solid, valid reason why he wants your children. Send them. It will be benefit for you, beneficial for them. So all astra, shastra, the Rama had with him. Along with all this, this comes like an extra. What is it? The invocation of Surya Bhagavan through this beautiful stotra. So once he invokes Lord Surya 3 times and then he fits the Brahmastra onto his bow and discharges it, that astra, Brahmastra given to him by sage Agastya himself, he is easily able to kill Ravana over there. So also when we are well equipped and when the knowledge is there, sun represents spiritual knowledge for us, the right knowledge for us, we also will become well equipped to face the challenges, the hurdles, the troubles go through them and go beyond them, go transcend them, move ahead in spite of all of them. All this helps us. And the Aditya Hrudaya definitely will help us also. So with this much of an introduction, we will enter into the Aditya Hrudaya Stotram. We'll take it up in the next class.